In this video, I'm going to talk about those little intuitive nudges we often get in life, and 5 of them that you should pretty much never ignore. Sit tight. Intuitive nudges are those interesting little gut feelings we get from time to time, or those random things that pop up in your head which seem like out of nowhere that can actually attract better things into your life, can help you make better decisions, can tell you a lot about somebody when you meet them. They're kind of like our own little secret internal system of almost like we have this psychic ability where we can pick up on things around us. And oftentimes we don't notice them, or we override them with our linear brain, right? The left side of our brain says, nah, that's all right. And we go with our decision anyway, and then later find out that, oh, I should have trusted my gut feeling. You've heard that phrase, right? So we're going to talk about 5 intuitive nudges that you should almost never ignore in your life, because they can really help you, not so much from the standpoint of like ego-driven desires, but emotional wellness in your life and decisions that you're making that are connected to you and something greater than you. Number 1, intuitive nudge to never ignore is when you get that gut feeling about somebody you meet for the first time. Now, this could be a friendship, relationship. If you're out on a date, you may get red flags. Sometimes they're glaring, other times they're very small. But when you meet somebody for the first time, pay attention to how you feel, not just in here, your judgments or what you know about this person already, or comparing, this person to other people maybe you've dated and stuff like that. But that little feeling you get, the initial feeling you get in your gut, if something feels off, you'll know if you tap into it. The more you tap into your intuitive nudges, the better you are at reading them. So you have to pay attention, because this connects to our subconscious. It connects more to just like the linear brain, like I said, the part of us that does rational thinking, that talks us into things, that based on past experience and that kind of thing. But when you have an intuitive ability or intuitive nudge, and we all have intuitive ability, it connects more to your emotional self. Okay? Things that are connected to you on a more authentic level. So number 1, do not ignore when you get a glaring red flag, or when you feel ick in your stomach when, say, you meet somebody for the very first time on a date, because most of human language is nonverbal, first of all. So of course we talk to each other, we can say anything to each other, but your body is still communicating in a whole lot of other ways, whether it's through mirroring techniques, or it's just picking up on things that you may not even realize that it's picking up on. And that's why sometimes you may get an ick factor when you meet people. So do not ignore that one. That one's important. Number 2. Never ignore an intuitive nudge when buying a home or moving into a new location. This is like you are your own little feng shui expert, and you can pick up on bad energy, bad juju, if you've ever heard that concept, right? If you've ever been maybe scoping out houses for yourself, and you've gone into some open houses of maybe some older homes that have been lived in already, you may have felt this before, where sometimes you walk in the front door and it just feels like heavy, or that something bad happened there, or arguments happen there. Everything is energy, right? So sometimes energy lingers, it sticks around. It's a very interesting thing how we can pick up on the energy of a home or a room. So really pay attention to this. If something feels really off, don't ignore, no matter how good the price is, no matter how nice the home is. This is something that down the line can have some kind of repercussion for you, unless this is why a lot of people clear their homes with sage and stuff like that. But whatever you believe, energy is real, and sometimes energy does linger in areas. So it is important for you to feel comfortable in a house, and not just other people's energy, but the house itself has energy. So if you're walking into a home and it's all dark and there's no windows, it feels claustrophobic, or maybe it's cluttered in some rooms or something and it just doesn't feel right, this is your body, again, picking up on what's right for you. Okay, we're all different, and your body may have a preference for what it wants. Maybe it feels better in an open space, lots of windows, lots of light, that kind of thing. So this is one not to ignore. Number 3, the intuitive nudge to start something new. Maybe you randomly get this idea to take pottery lessons one day, or some kind of new creative venture or new hobby, and it seems like it just pops out of your head out of nowhere, and you're like, well, I didn't really think about this until now. Why now? Or maybe you want to enter a whole new career. Stop what you're doing and do something completely different. This is an interesting one, and this is something that is really, really powerful if you pay attention to it. Okay. Sometimes in life, the timing is not always right for things. So when you get this little nudge, this little intuitive, this little voice in your head that's like, ooh, this might be a nice idea. See how you feel if it opens you up and you get excited over it. Jump on that. A lot of times we don't. We say, oh, that's silly, okay? Or time passes and we never go for our new venture, or we never go for that hobby, or we never take up that class or new creative venture and try it out. Basically, the universe is telling you the time is right for you right now. And these little intuitive nudges that you're getting, or gut feelings that you're getting, are almost never wrong. They're almost never wrong. So you just have to go for it when you get these things. Maybe career-oriented is harder, but when it's something like a creative endeavor, or you just get this idea which seems like it just pops out of nowhere, to suddenly draw or paint or take up a new instrument or something, jump on that, because you will not be sorry, okay, that you started it. It's what it's doing, it's giving you something, okay, like I said, not driven by, say, ego or money, monetary desires, that kind of thing, but the ability it's going to fulfill something in your life that is more on a spiritual level, emotional level, something for your well-being, something that expands you, something that connects you more. That kind of stuff. Number 4 thing you should never ignore. When you get the nudge to either move or eat differently in your life, sometimes your intuitive body may be screaming at you. And it's telling you to either lay off an activity, you're doing too much, you keep getting injured, or it's telling you maybe you need to move. Suddenly you need to move, okay? Or it's telling you to eat in a different way. Okay? Or to limit maybe toxins or alcohol, and you keep doing it over time, even though you keep getting these nudges and you keep getting like not feeling good in your body. We do this a lot, right? Where we just keep doing it, and a lot of times that's out of habit. We do things in a repetitive way, strictly out of habit. Okay, but a lot of times it's this intuitive eating, if you've ever heard of that, where your body is calling for certain foods, maybe to add in. Maybe that means you need the vitamins or minerals, or to drink more water. Like I said, to cut down on maybe a lot of sugars and alcohols and things that are weighing you down right now. These are really important nudges, okay? Because what it means is, if your body keeps telling you something and you keep ignoring it, you're going to find that eventually you either get sick, you get injured, something will happen, okay, if you're not listening to what your body truly wants or what it needs to feel nourished. And number 5, the nudge to reach out to somebody. Maybe you've been thinking about somebody, or somebody randomly pops up into your head. Chances are maybe that person has been thinking about you too. I can't tell you how many times this has happened, or I've had these ESP moments where I text somebody or call somebody or email somebody and they're like, ooh, I was just thinking about you, or something along those lines, right? Again, we have more intuitive ability or psychic ability than we give ourselves credit for, that we know. So this is an important one. So call your grandma. Call that long lost friend, or send a text or something if you've been thinking about it. If somebody random pops into your head, or maybe somebody randomly pops into your dreams even sometimes, jump on that. It's probably for a good reason. It's probably because you haven't reached out to them and they're thinking about you too. So all of these intuitive nudges are things that you should not ignore, because it's your body's own little internal way of helping you in life make decisions, helping you know when to or when to not enter relationships that might be not so great for you. You know, your body can pick up on a lot of things, and sometimes the universe works in mysterious ways with us, or what seems like random might just mean that now is the time to start something new. Now is the time where you're ready. Now is the time where it's going to really expand you or transform your life in a way that you never expected. So do the unexpected. Be open to all possibilities in your life. Be open to the unexpected. So on that note, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you would. Hit that like button, subscribe. I try to put out new videos every single week for you on all kinds of topics. Really appreciate you helping this channel grow. It means the world to me. And until next time, I'll see you. Peace.